Hello, Rosanna Natoli with tonight's weather. Well, it's the last day of spring, but it certainly feels like summer's been here a while already, doesn't it? Queensland is still scorching and we won't cool back down to average until next week. So make sure you stay cool this weekend and please stay safe too. Temperatures today across the Sunshine Coast region. At the Sunshine Coast Airport, the range was 21 to 28 degrees, with an afternoon humidity reading of 65%. Tewantin also 28, Nambour a top of again 28 degrees. Now to the satellite loop, and there's a smattering of cloud over the top end and also down in the southeast, but that's pretty much it for us. The real focus is the mass in the Coral Sea, which the Bureau predicts has a low to moderate chance of forming into a cyclone. We'll keep our eyes on that. On today's chart, a high sitting over South Australia continues to extend a giant mass of dry air, and that is right across the state. That is stabilising conditions, but allowing that heat wave to spread further inland and south. On tomorrow's chart, the high shifted, but it still maintains the blanket of dry air, and that is what's holding our state hostage. It will continue to track eastward and out to sea, eventually making way for some much more pleasant conditions next week. Now the latest from the Bureau. The boating forecast for Sunshine Coast waters. Northerlies tomorrow at 15 to 20 knots, becoming north-northwesterly Sunday, beginning with a strong northwesterly Monday before settling to a 10 to 15 knot east-southeasterly late in the morning when the cool change moves through. Now, a morning low tide tomorrow, 8:53 for Caloundra, Mooloolaba 8:58 and Noosa dead on 9 o'clock. Then the high tide peaks later in the afternoon, just after 3. For the southeast coastal district, mostly sunny tomorrow and a very high fire danger remains. Maroochydore a top of 31, Nambour 32, Gympie right up to 35. Looking ahead for Maroochydore, heating up Sunday and Monday before the temperatures drop into those much more comfortable 20s. A slight chance of showers over the weekend too, increasing each day throughout the outlook to a 50-50 chance midweek. So fingers crossed for a bit of relief after these dry, hot days. Now that's all from me for tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. And thanks too to Helen for sending me this lovely picture here. Just gorgeous. Take care of the weekend. Livio will be back on Monday. Now here's Robbie with the Surf Report.
Thanks, Rosanna. Looks like we are expecting northerly winds over the weekend. They are going to be variable in strength, though. We're looking at lighter north to northeasters coming through tomorrow, up around that 10 to 11 knot mark during the day, hoping for lighter nor'westers in the morning. On Sunday, it looks like lighter nor'westers swinging northerly during the day and possibly getting up to around that 25 knot mark through the afternoon. Now, the forecast is for there to be between 1/2 and 3/4 metre of southeasterly swell. It's obviously going to be bigger on those open beaches, which is great news because they're the ones that are protected more by a northerly wind. It's worth getting up and checking between Peregian and Sunshine both days. Yurumba on the high tide. Other than that, it's definitely worth checking the Kawana stretch. Now, the tides, they're going to be high mid-afternoon and low mid-morning. Now, if you're out there thinking about a swim, we've still got those unstable sandbanks and inshore gutters which are creating flash rips right up and down our coastline. Please stay safe as always and only swim in patrolled areas. I hope you have a wonderful weekend across the coast beaches. Now it's back to you, Rob.
Wonderful, Robbie. Good on you, mate. You have a good weekend too, and you have a nice weekend. And if you need a replay, we've got that in a moment over on 7:2. Take care. See you Monday. Good night.